This is the 23rd episode of the SkillUP series. This is the SkillUP 2.0, the second volume of SkillUP series. Maybe those who attended this program earlier know that this is a very unique initiative that Lions have taken. The LCIPs have taken some of the most highly certified trainers of Lions Clubs International are the LCIPs. There are about 75 or 76 of us, and to help ourselves create a platform and also to come closer to each other, closer to others, we have started this initiative. And we thought the enormous potential that we have as trainers should not just go idle, and it should be available to everybody. That was the idea behind that. So let me just share my slideshow and tell you a few things before we start the program. One moment. Yeah, so here is the program. This is the program today. This is the SkillUP 23. We have done one program already last fortnight, and that was SkillUP 22 in the second volume. And I invite our International Director Pankaj ji and also our speaker today, Maninder ji, to start the program. So I explained the objectives of program earlier also, but let me do it again for the benefit of those who are joining for the first time. The whole idea of this SkillUP series was to engage ourselves. So every one of the LCIPs has been very active, very passionate, and a very highly learned person. We thought, why should not we create ourselves opportunities so that we can share the little knowledge that we have, the skills that we have with those who are interested and who are very passionate. So there are lots of training opportunities for all of us. And this is one more such opportunity that we have created for ourselves and for all of us. So the other idea that we had was there are so many FDIs who are looking for upscaling, upgrading themselves and also upskilling themselves. So we thought we could rope them in also so that we will have an opportunity to interact and learn from each other. There are quite a lot of lines around who are passionate. They did not perhaps do any institute. They did not go to an institute, but they are interested. They have been doing training already. And all such people, they need some more information, some more skills, and some attitudinal adjustments. And that's why we thought these programs will help them. So in the first series of SkillUP last time, we did 21 programs, and all programs had one LCIP as a trainer and one either an international director or a past international director or a past international vice president or a current international vice president, the chief guest. So that's how the programs happened. So this year we have started the programs last fortnight on August 1st. We did one program with our Manoj Shaji as the chief guest and Sunil Kumar, our GAT area leader and past international director. He himself was the first speaker, like it was the last time. So today is the second session in this series. So these are the programs that are lined up. We are at 23 now. So Maninder is going to make the presentation today, and the topic is why lead? Do we need leaders, and why do we need leaders? Why leadership is essential is the topic that he's going to consider. So every one of these programs begins by reading out the code of ethics, and like every time, this time also we have 4 Leos who are going to read out the code of ethics for us. I welcome Leos Shrija, Divyashri, Mohtashim, and Mumtaz to read out the code. All 4 of you are ready. I think please unmute yourselves, all 4 of you, and keep your microphones unmuted going on. So code of ethics begins here.
To show my faith in the worthiness of my vocation by industrious application to the end, that I may merit a reputation for quality of service.
Seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just due, but to accept no profit or success at the price of my own self-respect lost because of unfair advantage taken or because of my questionable acts on my part.
Yes.
To remember that in building up My business, it's not necessary to tear down others, to be loyal to my clients or customers and true to myself.
Whenever a doubt arises as to right or ethics of my position of action towards others, to resolve such doubts against to myself.
Shrija?
Whenever a doubt arises as to the right or ethics of my position of action towards others, to resolve such doubt against myself, to hold friendship as an end and not a means, to hold that a true friendship exists not on account of the service performed by one to another, but the true friendship demands nothing but acts of service in spirit in easy way.
Always bear in mind my obligations as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give them my unwavering loyalty in word, act, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means.
To aid others by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak, and my substance to the needy. To be careful with my criticism and liberal with my praise, to build up and not destroy.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. While we are training ourselves as LCIPs, I think this is also an opportunity for us to, read out the code of ethics, learn about our code, and also help others learn about the code. I don't need to tell you that this code of ethics was written 107 years ago, and hardly any change has been made to it. It has withstood the test of time, and this is some kind of a very well-written set of guidelines for all of us to follow. And I'm sure we will popularize this in our clubs and also stick to the guidelines that are given to us. If we follow them, I think Lionism will be a great, wonderful area for every one of us. And I'm sure every one of us will try to follow the code guidelines that have been given us. So I would like to start the program by introducing our chief guest, our own international director, Pankaj Mehtaji, who, of course, was with us last year also, and he has been very kind to accept our invitation a second time. And Pankaj Mehta also is an LCIP trained graduate. He has been training countless people, and he has been a trainer at all levels, including the district governor training. So he trained almost every level, and I think he is one of the most popular and the senior most trainers that we have in India. PMJF Pankaj Mehtaji is from Mumbai, and he's a mechanical engineer by profession. But if I tell you that he engineered more men than machines, perhaps that would not be an exaggeration. That's how I look at it, because I don't know much about his professional work, but as a lion, I think he has done tremendous work. And every trainer that we see today has been trained by him at some point or the other. He's a powerful motivational speaker that I know, and he conducts lots of training workshops for not only just lions, but for the corporates, for colleges, for schools, but even students. For at every level, he has been training people. He was a group leader for the Vice District Governors training multiple times at the ISAME level, at the national level, at the global level. He served as a group coordinator, as a trainer at all levels. I think the number of awards that he won is, I think, just unimaginably huge. Too many of them. I don't know if anyone that you know has ever received 9 international presidents medals. I don't think, at least I have not come across anybody. So 9 international presidents medals, an equal number of leadership medals, 12 international presidents certificates. I think that proves the kind of work that he has done. I don't know how he managed to earn so many of them. So I have great pleasure in inviting our chief guest, Pankaj Mehtaji, and I request him to please declare this program as inaugurated and also give his message. Over to Lion Pankaj.
Thank you, nagaRAJU. Thank you for your good words. And friends, let me tell you, I was there last year also, in the kind of service that nagaRAJU is giving to Lionism is phenomenal. I mean, the LCIP graduates, the kind of encouragement I'm sure they're getting from you has been something mind-blowing. I think all the good trainers, they look around for an opportunity, and the kind of followers that you have created, the kind of chief guests that you've been getting it, speaks volumes of your dedication. And friend, here is one person, who's dedicated to Lionism, a very simple, down-to-earth, humble person. And I'm always proud that I'm associated with him. Thank you so much, nagaRAJU, for having me on this platform and allowing me to speak a few words. To begin with, let me start with, I declare this second session inaugurated duly. And I'm so happy that one season is over and second season has just started. I believe last session was the last, your program of SkillUP was PID Sunil Kumar, and we spoke a lot about Mission 1.5, I understand. So I'm not going to touch upon it, but as an international director, let me begin with this, that the people who are on this platform today, I presume that they are dedicated lions, and my only request is that what President says, that make your mark and be a legend. And one way of doing it is, please, every single lion on this platform today must have at least, one lion, sponsor one lion during first quarter. And that is a commitment I want you to give it to yourself. I don't want to listen to it. You just commit to yourself, because yes, if we want lionism to grow, I'm not going to nitty-gritty of it because I can speak a lot on that, but I just want a commitment of the serious lions that at least one lion you have to sponsor in first quarter. With this, let me compliment the speaker today, and that is none other than Maninda Chandok. He's a good friend of mine, a very dedicated lion. I've been seeing him for the last many years. A person I think probably graduated from our Lions University of Chicago, and very passionate and concerned lion as far as training is concerned. And I'm sure how to lead the way, he's going to throw some light on it. I'm not going to speak on it, but just the people who are here, especially the LCIP graduates who are here, how would you succeed being a good LCIP graduate, speaker, a trainer? Well, there are 3-4 words that I'm very cautious about, even before I became a trainer. And those 4 words are purpose, potential, in other words, to develop your potential about the purpose once you've identified. Once you've developed your potential, to be passionate about it in executing whatever you want to do. And finally, that will give you a winning performance. If you keep these 4 things, I'm probably, yes, you and me and everybody can be a good trainer and make difference in lives of people. They say, firstly, enjoy whatever you do. Secondly, be passionate in doing things. And lastly, and more important is, be yourself. Like in this world of digital world, a lot of people try to compare, copy paste, and in the process, they forget in being themselves. I would like to submit that please be yourself and create a niche for yourself and dominate your space. I do not know what you're good at. What is your purpose? I don't know. Develop that and create that niche for yourself. And this niche is created, I'm telling you, you will be invited as an LCIP graduate, as a trainer all across the country. I can promise you that. The problem is that we normally go into comparison. We should not go, and we should learn from animals' world. Very quickly, I'll tell you how animals behave, which we humans have to learn from animals. They say, for example, the eagles don't compete with ravens or crows in the sky. He is the king of the skies and knows it, and other birds knows it too. If you talk about lion, when lion roars, all other animals know who is the king of the jungle. If you talk about the crocodile is the king of the water, and everybody knows about that. If you talk about tortoise, who's walking so slow, we say, but he outbids everybody by living 200-300 years. Each of this animal never tries to imitate somebody else, and they thrive in their own space, and they know what it is. The lesson learned over here is, once again, I say, discover your purpose, develop your potential, execute with passion, and that will lead to an extraordinary performance in whatever you're doing. I personally feel that the reason where we fail in, even after knowing it, is there is something called as, there's a lot of fear in us. Like in animal world, they don't understand this fear, what is known as law of wasted efforts. The law of wasted efforts, we're scared of that. That if I put in so much of efforts, and if I do not get success, what to do? Animals don't get scared of this. Like lions succeed only 25% time, 70% of the time his efforts are wasted in getting its prey. If you talk about fishes, 50% of the eggs laid by the fish are eaten away by somebody. Still, fishes don't stop laying down the eggs. And so on and so forth. Animals don't get scared of it. But we get scared of this, what we call it as a law of wasted effort. My submission to all my great trainers, the participants over here, well, it is not my session, the session is of Maninder. We're going to enjoy that, lead the way. But this is a message I would like to give, that make your mark and be a legend. Once again, thank you, sir, for inviting me, nagaRAJU. And I wish you every success, not only this episode, the series number 2 also is going to be a grand success. And I'm sure people are going to bless you for the kind of opportunities you're giving to them. Maninder, wish you all the best and congratulations. And best wishes.
Thank you very much.
You are on board. Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, Pankaj. You have a few more minutes. May I ask you a question, Pankaj?
You can ask a question. Please go ahead.
What is your best experience since you became an international director?
Best experience international director, I'll be very honest. There were 4 realizations that happened in 20 days in Melbourne. And if I can recall that, number one realization was, life is not a straight line. Yeah. Life is not a straight line. You and only you are responsible for making it straight. I make it very short. Second realization was, the beautiful realization was, learning has no age. If one is prepared, and he can learn at any age, we have all kind of meritors over there. And it is not that we do not know this. It is a question of realization. That makes a difference. The third realization was the secret of creating time is to get busy. Hello, that was a realization. I'm the kind of mails we receive every day, the kind of things that keep on happening. I was getting worried how I'm going to cope up with it. But I learned this realization that busier you get is the secret of creating time for yourself. These were some of the realizations as far as I'm concerned as a director. Well, the work goes on. I thought I know everything. When I went there, I know nothing. There was a lot of things to learn, This was my personal experience as a director.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's really beautiful. You put it very beautifully. And also, I think you've already been a very, very successful director. I'm sure you'll have many more wonderful achievements during your rest.
Thank you so much. Only nagaRAJU, I like to take a leave because I have another meeting lined up. There are people sitting at home. In fact, I've just got up from there. We are planning, I'll tell you what we are planning. We are planning a seminar for all the ZCRC of the multiple club health assessment. I want to go in depth with it as far as the RCZs are concerned related to membership growth. So that discussion was going on. And so I just got up from there. So give me 15 minutes. I'll finish my job and come back. So I'll excuse you. Maninder, please excuse me. And I promise you I'll listen to the recording. I promise you I will listen to the recording. I will call the recording from nagaRAJU. I'll definitely listen to it and I'll come back to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director Pankaj. I think we are really overwhelmed with your presence here. I know how difficult it was to take out that little time. And I know how passionate you are about training people and helping them grow. I feel honored that we have had you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wish you all the best.
So let's move on to the presentation now. We have with us today my good friend LCIP Maninder Singh Ji to make the presentation. The topic, as we have already mentioned it, is why lead? Do we need leaders? If we need leaders, why do we need them? What difference do leaders make? And is it really essential that every organization must have leaders? Without leaders, what happens? These are some questions that he's going to answer. And I'm sure that it's going to be a very highly illuminating and useful presentation. If I can put it in one simple phrase or one sentence, Maninder is a very highly passionate lion, always willing to learn, always willing to help, always willing to train others and to create new leaders. So of all the lions that I know, he's one really very passionate leader and trainer. He has been, of course, he has done almost every institute available to lions. So starting from DLLI to LCIP, he did all the institutes. In addition to that, he's one of the very graduated from the Lions University. Some of you may not know that there is something called a Lions University. Maybe you can explore that on Google and then you also can graduate from there. There are some conditions, of course. He's an author, a poet, a motivational speaker, and most importantly, a life appreciation coach, how to look at life, how to take life positively, how to appreciate our blessings is the focus of his presentations. He is a social media influencer also. He believes very, very firmly in the concept, yes, I can. This is the message that he gives wherever he goes. He's a regular faculty member at various corporate programs, appliance institutes, district governance schooling, etc., etc. And he has a 42-year stint in the pharmacy industry. I don't exactly know whether he markets or what, maybe he'll tell us about his association with the pharmacy industry. And his entire family is involved in Lionism. This is one thing that impressed me most. So I have great pleasure in inviting Maninderji to talk to us and make
Yes,
the presentation. Over to Maninderji.
thank you. Thank you very much, Lion nagaRAJU. And thank you very much, Lion Pankaj Mehta, my guru. I'm really fortunate enough that I have this topic to discuss today. I'll first go on my screen and my presentation. Then I'll start it. Yes. 1 minute. Preparing. So the topic, what is given to me, I thank you, nagaRAJU, for reposing faith on me. I also appreciate that you gave this topic top priority and immediately brought it up at the start of the series, following the speech of iconic leader, my guru, Sunil Kumar R. This topic is not for mere presentation, discussion, debate, brainstorming, or examination, or for anything. I don't know what happened. 1 minute. I'll again do it.
Yeah.
I'll again do it. I again do it. What happened? Sometimes something. 1 minute.
While Maninder is trying to share his screen, let me tell you all that we'll have a question answer session after he has finished his presentation. So you can post your questions either on the chat box, or if you raise your virtual hand, I'll be able to locate you and I'll unmute you and you can ask questions. So that is after Maninderji finishes his presentation. So please wait till then and please make a note of your questions. You can write them in
between also a lot of things will be there. So in between also we will do that.
So you may feel free to ask questions during the presentation also, but just raise your virtual hand. I think you know how to raise your virtual hand. Go to reactions and there is a hand shown there. If you click that, I'll be able to see your hand. Yeah, Maninderji, we can see the screen now, I think. No, not yet.
It's there now, no?
No, we can't see.
You can't see. That is the only thing. What happened?
Now we can see your screen, but open the PowerPoint.
Okay. 1 minute.
Another announcement that I'd like to make is in case any district or any lion is interested in preparing a small team of 3 or 4 people to read out the code of ethics during the next few presentations, please come forward. If you come forward, maybe I'll request you to either prepare a small team, or you can get involved. You can have a small team of a few people who are willing to read out the code of ethics at any of the future programs. So all are welcome. So anyone, it can be lions, leos, anybody. Yeah, now you can see your screen, Maninder.
Yes, now the screen is visible.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you very much, nagaRAJU, for reposing faith on me. I also
please go to the full
appreciate that.
Mode.
Okay, 1 minute. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I also appreciate that you gave this topic top priority and immediately brought it up at the start of the series, following the speech of the iconic leader, my guru, Sunil Kumar R. This topic is not for mere presentation, discussion, debate, brainstorming, or examination, or for anything else. But this topic is highly thought-provoking. Why lead has 2 words only. Why lead is amazingly simple to read, write, and pronounce. But these 2 words a reminder to us that although we are leaders, although we are FDI graduates, although we are LCIP graduates, but why we are all these? We know that we are leaders. We know that we are graduates. We know that we are at the helm of the affairs, but we never thought why we are graduates, why we are zone chairpersons, why we are region chairpersons, why we are district governors, why we are multiple council and so on. This is why, which is missing in our life. We are after the positions. We are after the certifications. We are after the lapel pins. We are after the presidential medals. But why do we want it? And for what we must do, we never try to think about. Today, leadership is replaced by status. It is replaced by the position. It is replaced with sitting on stage and giving lectures, which are never fulfilled. We never bother to give a thought to this. We never realize that our leadership could take a difference in the society which we belong to. Simon Sinek is an English-American author and inspirational speaker. He is known for setting up the concept of why. He said, which is the soul of leadership, and that is, if you have a desire to see others succeed, that's why you lead. What a great message. Friends, good leaders have the ability to inspire us in their lifetime. But great leaders have the ability to inspire us beyond their lifetime. Bad leaders care about who's right, whereas good leaders care about what's right. Remember, people don't buy what you do, but they buy why you do it. As Pankaj Mehta was saying, we must consider our core values. We must decide what our purpose is. We must communicate our purpose. We must focus on aligning our actions with our purpose. We must continually review our ability to fulfill our purpose. But these are the inputs of how to be an effective leader. And certainly, this is not my topic today. My topic is different, and it is why lead, friends. Recognize who you are. Recognize your importance. Just like a doctor is needed to treat sick people, you are required to make someone else like you, creating a leader like you. My dear Lion friends, although I am presenting my point of view in front of you, but my humble request is to shift your attention to highly alert mode, because by that you can contribute wherever necessary, not only to understand, but to know how worthy your positions are. This session is to know yourself. This session is to know that how and why leadership is very important. Let's go to the presentation. Why lead? As I said you, if you have a desire to see others succeed, that is why you lead. Friends, this is the crux of leadership. If you have a desire to see others succeed, that's why you lead. In this session, we'll explore the need of leadership. We'll go from the beginning, the need for leadership. Picture a world without leaders. Try to understand that if no leaders are there, then what we'll do? And consider the impact of ineffective leadership. This is a very important point which I want to emphasize, that what are the impacts of if you select or if you elect the ineffective leader. Now, the first we go to the Nero leadership. As I said you that you should be all in the alert mode, because this topic is going to be interaction with each other. It's not going to be a lecture only. We have to study, we have to understand that what we are. We are something. I am LCIP graduate. I tell me that I am a trainer, I'm a coach, as nagaRAJU was introducing me. I am a life appreciation coach, or I am a GST coordinator of my district, whatever. We have to understand that if I am holding this position, what is my purpose? What is my reaction to my position? So what leaders provide? They provide direction and vision. We all know, motivate and inspire others, help create an environment conducive to success. Now, first we see what are the set and vision direction. You know, every leader, as you know, every leader provides us vision and direction. But in our Lions context, in our Lions fraternity, in our Lions position, whether we are really providing a vision and direction or not. I call upon you, everybody, to kindly put in the chat box that what type of vision and direction we should provide to our Lions. We are leaders. We are LCIP graduates. We are FDI graduates. We are responsible people. What vision and direction we should provide? And also, whether we are providing, whether we are giving a vision, whether we are giving a direction, put in the chat box. And I request Lion nagaRAJU to kindly just read out them so that I can explain them in proper way.
Sure.
I encourage everybody, please interact. Please put forth your
Thoughts.
reaction on this.
To ensure success is the first answer from Sajal. And by you listening to all and help know their thoughts is an answer from Kshama Gandhi.
Okay. No, I am looking for that you think yourself whether which type of vision we should have for our club, which type of vision we should have for our district, what direction we should give to our people. On these lines, if you put 2-3 words, otherwise I'll go further.
I think there is a good answer from Vijay Pal. He says, lead by example.
Very good, very good. It's a lead by example.
And Anand Ayerji says, to see beyond.
Wow, very nice.
And LCIF leader says, changing the life of our friends.
Very good, very good. See, in every international, you are seeing that every international president and every district governor gives us a theme, a slogan, a focus area. This is clear. After that, you are undergoing with the very important mission. You are facing every day. You are listening about this. This is 1.5. This is a vision vision given by the international that we should be minimum 15 lakh by the end of 30th June 2027. So this is the vision they had given, and they are giving direction also. Just now, International Director Lion Pankaj has talked on this, and some 3 days back, I had also an interaction with my multiple people, my multiple lions on the 1.5 mission, on where the guest was Lion Vinod Verma. So the vision and direction given by our international, whether we are taking that vision and that direction to the clubs, to the grassroots line, this we have to think over. Second thing, we have to inspire and motivate. Leaders has to inspire and motivate. See, this is the very important situation. Like just now, Pankaj Mehta ji has spoke a very good words for me. So this is a very encouraging for me, because it's our duty. We are senior lions. We are leaders. It's our duty to inspire our leaders, to inspire our people, to inspire our members of the club and motivate them to demonstrate their commitments, to energize their teams and individuals. The most important roles of district governors, region chairpersons, district zonal chairpersons, even we ourselves, that we have to inspire and motivate our club members. Kindly put small things in chat box also about this. Why it is important, why inspiration is important, whether we are giving this or not. Just put in the chat box. I want to hear from you that yes, you are understanding this. You're welcome.
There is an answer from Jawahar Bihaniji. He says that it gives us a self-direction and a vision to build teamwork is what Jayant Singh says. Leading by example is the answer from Aida. And to encourage them to do more is Chama Gandhi's answer.
Wow.
To complete
Very
a set
good.
of tasks is Sajal's answer. Team building is another answer from Ravinder Singh.
Very good. Very good.
It's Parvinder Singh.
You see this you see the example of nagaRAJU here only. Always look for the example which is in front of you. We should not go for that once upon the time somebody said like this, once upon the time he has said like this. No. The leaders, the inspiring people are around us. nagaRAJU's effort, I'm not praising him, but the nagaRAJU effort inspires us, motivate us that yes, we can present ourselves. Yes, we are LCIPs because our degrees are somewhere inside in the drawers, in the almiras, and we have forgotten. But he inspires us. He said, no, Mr. Chando, you can speak better on this. Come. He can say, all of us, yes, come and present yourself. This is a live example of inspiration and motivation. Let us proceed. Decision making. Very, very important. Leaders make crucial decisions that affect the organization's future. If there are no leaders, who will take decisions? Now, how much this decision is important, how much we should take decisions, and that in time. Timely decisions are helpful to grow. If you would have no timely decisions, if you have untimely decisions, if you have delayed decisions, then there is no effect on that. So please put in the chat box that why decision making is an important and what type of decisions we should take, what type of decisions we should take in advance. Put in the chat box. I'll elaborate on this. Put in the chat box, please. You are doing very well. I'm very much thankful to you. Put in the chat box.
Decision gives us direction to work. That is the answer from Ajay Singh.
Yes.
To prepare a
Okay.
roadmap is Vasudha Rani's answer. Jayant Singh is to get the right direction.
Okay.
Dr. Saroj says awaken the new possibilities. Mudassir
Okay.
says to set our goals. Anand Iyer's answer is helps us move forward.
Exactly what you are saying. But let us see in the grassroots level. Lot of times, see our alliance organizations, lot of decisions we are taking about conventions, cancellation of convention, organizational changes. These decisions they are taking in the international level. But when you are in your club, when you are heading the region, when you are heading district, what decisions you can take? This is the leader who takes the decision of making plans, decision of calling district governor visit in time, decision of having a new member orientation seminar, because these small decisions leave a lot of impact on us. These small decisions are required. Internationally, is taking decision in much in advance. But whether we are taking decisions, you are a club officer, you are some people must be district governor, some lions must be district GLT coordinator. What decisions you have taken to take up your district to the newer heights? This you can ask to yourself. That's why this point has been brought here. The good leader, because we are leader. See, you are knowing yourself today. I am a LCIP graduate. I know me that I am a good trainer. but I should do some training also. I should train really people. So decision making is another point. Let us proceed. Conflict resolution. Very important thing. कहते हैं ना कि छोटे से चिंगारी को यदि वहीं की वहीं दबा दिया जाए तो वहीं खत्म हो जाती है. Conflict resolution. Conflict resolution, because you cannot subside the conflict. Everybody have their own ego. Everybody have their own point of view. But resolution, conflict resolution, you have to resolve the issues. Leaders help resolve conflicts and maintain harmony with the team. Conflict resolution. Which type of conflict can occur in district, in clubs, in regions, in zones? Please put in the chat box. Let us have a small refresh our knowledge and always keep in front of you that you are knowing yourself as a leader. Put in the chat box. nagaRAJU sir.
H.N. Singh ji says ego.
Wow, very nice. Yes.
Position, fame, and popularity is the answer from Praveen. And also self-respect is the answer from Shama Gandhi.
Shama Gandhi. Very good, very good. But which type of, okay, this is the broad terms of conflict. Okay, I understand this. Ego is a big problem. This is in every club. This is everywhere. But we should not misunderstand this. Ego can be tackled. But how you have to tackle, this is your leadership. In our constitutions, our board policy, our conflict resolution procedures, our troubleshooting practices, everything is given. Kindly read that and put it in the action. If you don't act, if you don't discharge your duties, I have seen so many times that leaders in club, those are really seniors, past governors, past multiple. But when something happens in the club, they don't speak. They say that why I should involve myself. Why? What goes of my father? I will not do, because they don't want to earn the bad name. This is not a good practice. If you and me will not say at the appropriate time, then who will say? So conflict resolution. Next, navigate challenges. You know, leaders, it is essential when the crises are there, when you have lost direction, when you have elected or selected president of the club, which is very busy, not conducting meetings, not coming to the district meetings, not arranging board meetings. That time, your role is there. How you have to navigate those challenges. This is very important. You have to provide the stability to the club. How the club can be stable. You cannot say, what I can do. President is not listening. No. You are a leader. You are not a spectator. You are not sitting on the road to see the dramas. You are a leader. We are a leader. We have to lead the way through difficult times. We have to help the organization to overcome obstacles and emerge stronger. Because of this, due to this, your club gets stronger. Otherwise, you have all excuses that this has happened, that has happened. Proceed further. Mentorship and development. It's very, 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 very important. As I said you, as Simon Sinek said you, that when you are after that people should grow, people should come up. If I am a LCIP and I am a good trainer, this is my duty to train so many people, to train other lions to come up, to other lions to exhibit their performance, exhibit their strength to the organization. I'm very much thankful to, I will not ask you to put in this in the chat box, but I'll ask you that few leaders have really inspired me like anything. Sunil Kumar always brought me to the newer level, always giving me a good guidance. Lion Pankaj Mehta, I first interacted with him in 2013 when I went to Ahmedabad to attend the Emerging Lions Leadership Institute. That time I have seen him. Lot of things I have learned from him. Lot of things. I cannot say you what I have learned from him. Lot of things. I am learning from nagaRAJU. And in the similar lines in my multiple, I am also holding some Zoom meetings. This is the learning I am doing from the nagaRAJU. And then salute to my first teacher, Lion Dr. Jawahar Bihani. I am from his club, Lions Club of Indore Mahanagar. I remember in 2015, I borrowed a small presentation from him. The presentation topic was cross-level communication. And I was thinking that how I will make presentations, how I will deliver. And he guided me that time. He said, no, Mr. Chandok, you have a capacity to do. You have a capacity to grow. Come up, do. And I must salute him. He is there. I'm thankful to him. Proceed further. So in essence, if you see, leadership is crucial for mobilizing resources, guiding teams, and achieving success. Without effective leadership, understand, learn this, without effective leadership, even the best strategies and plans are falter. Now, if you see that, now imagine if there are no leaders in the world, then what will happen? No leaders in the world. Then what will happen? It's like picturing a ship without a captain, lost in a vast ocean, and no clear direction. So, lack of direction. We will not have a lack of direction. We will not have a direction. Lack of direction will always be there. Without leaders, organization lack direction and purpose. If I don't give respect to my leaders to whom I can learn, I will lack direction. Like that, you also have if you don't give leadership to your club, there will be lack of direction. Kindly put in the chat box that what will be which type of system, which type of directions clubs require. Put in the chat box. Few points.
While you were discussing the earlier point, Anil Toshniwal said, without leaders, there would be anarchy. And MK said, without leaders, there would be no direction.
No direction, 100%. 100%. But what type of direction you can give? You are a leader, no?
Ejan Singh says, excellent mentorship is what's needed. And Lanjan Singh says, not only lead, but create a legacy to create more and more leaders. And MK says, growing with humanity. US user, I don't know his name, he says positive direction. So Vasudha Rani says,
very good. You all understand. 100%, 100%. You all are correct. So lack of direction is there if leaders are not there. So keep the importance in mind. See how important you are. Diminish motivation and morale. If leaders are not there, there will be no motivation, no morale. Who will motivate me? If leaders will be not there, suppose Pankaj Mehta was not there, or Sunil Kumar is not there, then who will motivate us? nagaRAJU is not there. He's not taking this session. Then what will happen? We are sitting at home. Okay, small trainings we are taking, but the leadership is required. If there is no leader, we will be demotivated, no morals, nothing with there. A sports team without a coach, like lacking strategy and enthusiasm. In our Lions Club, in spite of all hierarchy, officers don't work, leading to low morale and member stoppage. I always say, mission 1.5 is very important. I don't deny on this, but more important to this is retentionship. How to retain a member. And if no leaders are there, then who will retain the member? If no leaders are there, who will guide them? Who will motivate them? So see your importance. Don't misunderstand you. Don't think that you are nothing. You have to justify with your position. Next. Ineffective decision making. Ineffective decision making. Ineffective. Mind the language, mind the word. Ineffective decision making. If leaders are not there, Leaders are not there. So everybody will take decision. Somebody will say to go to this site. Others say go to this site. Others say, one person will say, no, there is no need of all these sessions. Other will say, if you do this session, a lot of problems will come. How you will satisfy others? So ineffective decision making is there. Who will take the decisions? Everybody may work on their own whims and fancies. 1 minute. Everybody will work on their own whims and fancies. Oh. Okay. Anyway, increase conflicts. Without leadership, conflicts may scale and disrupt the team. It's very important. If leaders are not there, we all will quarrel with each other. You want to become a district governor. I want to become a district governor. He will become, I don't have any capacity, but I want to become a district governor. You have seen in many points, many times you must have seen. So conflicts will increase. If leadership is not there, conflicts will increase. Like a classroom without teacher leading to chaos and disorder. Stagnation, very important. I must ask you to put in the chat box. Stagnation. Organization may become stagnant. You can see in your own business. If your one person is not working, he is not giving a leadership to your organization becomes standstill. Your organization becomes stagnant. No innovation. Nothing. No innovation. It's chalta hai, sab chalta hai, like that. Put in the chat box that if leadership is not there, how our Lions International or how our clubs can be stagnant. Put in the chat box, please.
Some of the answer, no growth from Praveen. And
Okay.
all talents are muted from Jayant Sanghvi. And lack of changes from NM Hegde. And
very nice.
Another answer, no active participation of members from MK. The organization will come to a standstill, Vasudha Rani. No community involvement from Lalji Verma.
No, see, this is very good. Whatever inputs are coming, whatever your thoughts are coming, they are welcome. But how the organization can be stagnant? If nobody think on this, that we should go to the 15 lakh. It's a vision, no? It's a leadership. If we don't have a leader, if Lion Patty Hill doesn't wanted it, okay, my year is going, let it finish, what to do. But she has given leadership. She said, why we cannot be more than 15 lakhs? For this, she has given the plan. She has given her vision. She has given the working to us that you can do a lot of things in this. So leadership gives you the boost to the organization. Otherwise, organization going to be a stagnant organization. Now we will consider the impact of incompetent leaders. In the beginning of my talk, I said this is the main topic. We have understood that leaders are required. We have understood if leaders are not there, what will happen. We have understood this 100%. We know that what we are. But consider the impact of incompetent leadership. This is very important in our organization. Our organization is not a small organization. It is not a new organization. It's a 107-year-old organization. It's a very big one. We are the biggest, we are the largest NGO of the world. We are proud on it. We are a member of this. But if incompetent leaders are there, if incompetent leadership is there, now here I'm not giving any example on this because it will be a controversial. No examples. We have to only understand. We have to only interact. We have to no name of anybody, nothing. Consider the impact of incompetent leadership. Now we'll go further. Selecting an incompetent leader can have several negative consequences. Please understand, for an organization or a group. Poor decision making. There we have saw ineffective decision making. In our earlier talk, I have said that ineffective decision making, here poor decision making. If you have an incompetent leader, poor decision making, poor. Please mind this word, poor decision making. Competent leaders may lack the necessary knowledge. Incompetent leaders may lack the necessary knowledge, experience, or judgment to make sound decisions. In many districts, you must have seen that district governors have to work on them. District governors should know more than a grassroots line member. District governor should involve himself, herself in the policies of the organization. This can lead to poor strategic choices, mislocation of resources, and missed opportunities. What a beautifully we can say like this. Poor decision making if we will select incompetent leaders. Low morale and engagement is very, very important. Your morale go down. If you see that your leader is like this, your district governor doesn't know anything. He don't know how to implement the plans. He don't know what is 1.5 mission. Your morale and engagement with your leadership, engagement with your club, engagement with your Lions International will go down. You will see, Arey Baba, what is this here? Kya hoga isse? Nobody is there to take care. So low morale and engagement. So always remember, look into the competent leaders. Don't go with anybody's suggestion or anybody's whims and fancies. Lack of direction. Lack of direction. Incompetent leaders often struggle to provide clear direction and goals. Everybody must be interacting, everybody must be confronting all these things in their Lions career. There is no direction if you are selecting incompetent leaders. Without a coherent strategy, the team may become confused, leading to inefficiency and lack of focus. If I am a leader of my club, if I'm a leader of a region, and if I doesn't know how to give direction, then what is the meaning of being a leader? Next, damage to reputation. Now put in the chat box about this. It's a very, very important. I'm going to give a small example also on this. Poor crisis, damage to reputation. An incompetent leader can tarnish the reputation of your organization. Put in the chat box. How the poor leader can damage the reputation. Yes, Mr. nagaRAJU. Mr. nagaRAJU. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
By taking wrong decisions, by demotivating people, Jain Singh says, by
Very
taking
good.
wrong decisions, and Vasdharani says by demotivating people, and Gandhi says organization will be affected badly.
Very good, very good. These are the consequences of incompetent leaders. Go a little fast because time is going up. Poor crisis management. We have just seen that if there will be no leaders, conflict resolution, how it will be there. Poor crisis management. If leader is not competent, how he can manage the crisis? How can he resolve the conflicts? How he can react on that? So poor and incompetent leader may struggle to respond effectively. Instead, crisis management, he himself creates crisis due to his inactivities or his activities. Stunted growth. Again, the same thing. Your organization will not grow. There are so many clubs which are like this only. One president, again repeating the same president, the same secretary, same treasurer, like in so many years. And we proudly say sometimes, I am a president since last 10 years. This is not a feather in your cap. Your organization is stunted, your club is stunted. So under an incompetent leader, the organization may struggle to grow or innovate. This can result in the organizing falling behind. Breach of trust. A lot of times you commit something, but do something more. You commit some some commitment you have made, but you are not doing, you are not obeying that. You are making your commitment yourself. You are breaking that commitment. So trust in leadership is vital. How we can breach the, can you put, last time I'm saying you, can you put this in the chat box? How incompetent leader can breach the trust? Put in the chat box, another 2 minutes only. Put in the chat box, please. Yes. nagaRAJU, sir.
I think Sir has some network issues. Nothing hasn't come. I'll just lack
Okay.
of transparency. Praveen says nepotism.
Breach of trust. Yes.
Sajal says, and Mahesh says innovative ideas. And HN Singh says, I can't understand. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Breach of trust. Incompetent leaders, erosion of trust. Trust in leadership is vital for a healthy organization culture. If I don't trust my leader, how I can obey him? If I don't trust, if I know that this leader is cheater, this leader doesn't obey the ethics of the finances, he's looked away at the police, then there will be no trust on him. Next, long-term consequences are there. And this is very, very important. Because of the poor leadership, you have to look for so many consequences in future, including lingering moral issues, a damaged culture, financial or reputational losses that take time to recover from. So what is the conclusion of today's talk? We should remember why we are meant for, and what is our purpose. Understand yourself. Second, we should encourage line members to embrace their roles as leaders and trainers. And we should highlight the impact of their leadership on their clubs, districts, and LCI. Thank you very much. I am very much thankful to you for patiently listening, contributing, and giving me encouragement to present my topic in a very, very good way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mahendra Singh ji. I think nagaRAJU sir has some network issues. Before he joins, maybe we can just go ahead with the Q&A session, question and answers. If anyone has any question, please raise your virtual hand so that I can unmute you and you can ask the question.
Most welcome.
Just raise your virtual hand so that we can unmute you to ask your question. Yeah, Praveen has raised the hand. I'm unmuting him. Yeah, Praveen,
Yes.
You can ask the question.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'd just like to know, how does one enroll for this leadership program? What will be the starting level? And I'm not very sure about this. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful presentation. So it's
Thank you so much, Praveen. Thank you.
Exciting
but again, repeat your question.
It's exciting me to look at leadership in a stronger way. So just wanting to know what will be the initial steps to get into leadership in the Lions, Lions Club.
Wow, what a wonderful question. What a wonderful question. Really.
Thank
See, how to involve yourself in leadership trainings and to develop yourself. You should be a keen observer, number one. You should be a keen observer. You should be a learner. You should learn from the examples around you. Don't go to read a lot of books. I'm also a ferocious reader, but I look my leaders, how my leaders speak, how they are coming up, how they are putting the things in a different fashion. So by this, when you inculcate this behavior in you, when you start learning, when you start thinking that, yes, there is a purpose of mine in this organization. My purpose is not this only that I come here and sit in the meeting, eat food and go back. No, I should do something. I will make a mark of my presence here. So this should be by this, You can enroll yourself. By this, you can develop yourself.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Area leader, Ida, ma'am, you can just unmute and yeah.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
From Jordan.
Good evening.
Happy Independence Day to Great India.
Oh, really?
I'm really looking forward for my next level. I was district governor and I'm LCIF area leader now, and I'm going to the LCIP training in Mumbai next next September. And I'm really like to give me a guidance how to prepare ourselves to go to the LCIP ready and to get the exam for the first time.
This is a very important
Our
topic, madam,
facilitator
for
is
this.
nagaRAJU, of course.
Correct.
Okay,
for this,
thank
you
you.
have to connect with me. You have to connect with me separately because there are so many ins and outs of the LCIP training. And this very good question you have put, that before going to LCIP training, if you want to learn that how the things go on there, what is the course material, how do you have to react, because small things in LCIP, they are underlining. They are very, very particular in this. And the biggest part, what I have seen, I want to give you one input here. The biggest learning I got from the LCIP training is the time management. They say that if you are completing your presentation in time, then you are a good leader. If you have increased if you have gone ahead from your time, even a 1 minute, your marks will be cut. So time management is very important. There are so many other points. If possible, we'll connect separately, privately, and then we can do a lot of discussion on this.
Yeah, now I request Sajal Singh.
Yes.
You can unmute and ask your question. Sajal.
Engineer Sajal.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It's really a very large topic which you have taken over tonight. And
Right.
the way you have actually put so many things into such a small period of time, it speaks very, large about your knowledge about this subject.
Thank you very much.
My question about to you is about the ineffective leader. And for which we find that there is a lot of, there is a decrease in the brand value of an organization when we have ineffective leaders. Now, as a lion, what should we do while dealing with such ineffective leaders? How can we contribute to make him competent enough, or maybe how to deal with such type of people? If you can throw some light on that?
Yes. We should definitely, this is a very important and difficult topic actually to tackle it, because one word we are saying everywhere, that a lot of politics is there everywhere. This is, everybody must be agree with this, that a lot of politics is there. But I don't think that politics is a wrong word, or politics, but dirty politics. When we bring those people in this great organization, which don't deserve, they are tainted people. They have a strains on them. Here, we should discourage them in the beginning only. If you discourage them, if you convince your leadership, those are selecting those people or those person, in the beginning, you should take all action that those people should not come in the hands of affairs. Otherwise, it's a debatable topic. We have to think over in so many lines. Then only we can come up from this incompetency leadership.
I think the next question is from Jayant Ji. Jayant, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good evening, Maninder Ji and everybody on the platform.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Myself, Jayant Singhi, FDI graduate. Sir, I would like to congratulate and compliment you for your excellent program and that you have given. And most importantly, you have encouraged interaction, which is extremely important, I felt. So everybody was
Thank
very
you.
much taking part in the
Thank you.
talk that you were giving. My question to you, sir, is how to remain unaffected or absorb criticism in leadership. Sometimes we see
Wow.
that even if your point of view is right, and there will be many occasions when you are not, you have to yourself get unaffected by the demotivation, or sometimes you will have to, whenever you are, even if you are right, you have to get unaffected. So how to absorb that one?
Wow, wow, wow. What a wonderful question. See, you have to remain stable. Learn so many things. There will be a lot of criticism. See, I am coming every day on Facebook Live. Every day. And in every fortnight, I am live on Facebook for around 1 hour and discuss a chapter. I have seen that so many people are there who criticize me. That no, you have not said like this, that you should have told like this, and this is not a correct. And some people also encourage me. So always go for the encouragement part. Leave behind everything. Forget about the world. You be yourself. Today also, my talk must be not well taken by a few people. If they say me something, okay, no problem. I'll take in a very good way. It's a good criticism. I'll develop myself. I'll develop that I should be a better leader. I should be better trainer. I should be better presenter. But if you take on your head, you will be going to finish. You are not going to grow. So forget everything. Be on yourself. Work on yourself. See that how you can develop. A lot of people are there. There are so many saying no that let people say you anything. I'm not remembering that. What is a very important, very remarkable saying that. Anyway, so work on yourself. This is the only one message I want to give you. Work on yourself.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Okay, I'll just thank you, Nagaraj sir, for the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks at SkillUP 23. I would like to express my gratitude to our International Director, Pankaj Mehta sir, for taking time out of his busy schedule to be with us and motivating us with his inspiring information and speech, and inaugurating the SkillUP 23. A special thanks to Mahendra Singh Chandokji for his wonderful presentation. I also extend my appreciation to all the 4 Leos who helped us reading the Code of Ethics in the beginning. Lastly, a big thank you to all the active and enthusiastic participants, because without you, this program wouldn't be successful. And finally, a small note, please note that the next SkillUP is scheduled for the 29th of August. And I look forward to seeing you all there, and we all would like to meet you again. Thank you.